I want to give you a brief update on some of the things that are happening here at Life Over Coffee. There is a lot, and I haven't done an update in a while. First of all, we did have our initial monthly meeting for Leaders Over Coffee last night. We had 15 of 40 people to show up, so I was quite encouraged about that. The recording is in post right now, and so we'll have that up in the Leaders Over Coffee wing of our coffee shop here shortly, maybe today, but certainly tomorrow. We'll have that 1 hour recording with Daniel Berger, and so all the Leaders Over Coffee can certainly watch it again for those of you who were there, and then for those of you who weren't, you'll be able to watch it as often as you wish. And of course, you can ask questions as well, follow-up questions, and that would be great. I did ask the Leaders Over Coffee if they would give suggestions for future meetings. You can put that in the Leaders Over Coffee forum, what you would like to discuss, maybe some people that we can interview, but suggestions are all welcome, and so I would appreciate that. Also, for those of you who would like to switch over to Leaders Over Coffee, you can write us at support@lifeovercoffee.com, and we'd be glad to switch that over for you. There's been several people that have just asked if we would do that for them, and we're glad to do that. And so let us know. We'd love to get you over there to the Leaders Over Coffee section, and so that is going well. It is interesting, somewhat humorous, I suppose, that we have been talking about some of these things for a few years now, and it seems like all of a sudden everything is happening. And so I am quite encouraged. As I told Lucia last night, I've never been more encouraged about our ministry as I am now, because finally some of these things are actually moving forward. And so this middle space, many of you know, we have been talking about for a couple of years, and it is now for real. And so I'm encouraged about that. Also, we have been working behind the scenes, and we launched our new store a couple of weeks ago. I haven't said hardly anything about that, but if you click the store link in the top of the nav, you'll see that we have a brand new store, and we're adding merch to it along the way. We still got some work to do, but we're in great shape, and that's been a long-term. That's a big project. The middle space, Leaders Over Coffee, and the store are two huge projects, and we've almost wrapped them up. And it's happened at the same time within a month of each other. By the way, as far as our fall campaign is concerned, we are at $35,000 to reaching our $100,000 match. That will be important because we do have some initiatives that are in the works, and so it's important that the revenue does come in as a free resource ministry for the most part. It is important to have substantial donors. It's important to have supporters as well, as you are. And so thank you for continuing to support. It does make a huge difference, and it allows us to do some of the things that we're doing. We're also talking to a ministry about doing some work in India. They want to use our counseling resources to teach the Indian population. I will give more details on that soon. We're in those discussions at this point. There will probably be a trip to India in that process, but we're looking to convert some of our counseling material. They have some excellent theological material like Fundamentals of the Faith with John MacArthur, but they don't have application material, and so they're looking at our ministry to provide the application of theology in India, which would also reach into other countries like Pakistan as well. There are 22 languages in India, and we will be hopefully speaking to the three primary languages, and so that's on the table for 2024, one of the initiatives. I'm continuing to rewrite all of my books. I am in the 10th one now, The Local Church. That will come out in January as our free book offer. By the way, that's one of the things that you make happen. Our books are really popular. People download those things every single day, And that is so encouraging that people can get these free digital books from our ministry. We have 10. I have about 30 more to write, so we'll get to them in a minute or so. And then also the next thing, 2024 will be a book writing, of course. That will be a primary project on the table. But the bigger thing that we'll be doing in 2024 will be working on our educational wing. That is the third thing that we had on the table, along with rebuilding our store, developing Leaders Over Coffee, and then working on our educational wing. We have hired an e-learning service to come alongside and help us to do that. We had our first meeting with them yesterday. We have a meeting tomorrow. We have a couple of meetings next week as we're in the discovery stage. I can tell you what we are looking to do, and this is a big picture with some theoretical timelines, but it'll give you an idea of where we're going. And I want you to know what is going on behind the scenes. And so, as always, you can ask any question that you want. But anyway, 2024 will be focusing primarily, our big thing for 2024 is our education department. And so what we're going to do, we do have a service, a company that's going to work with us. And the first thing we're going to do is go through the current mastermind program, and we're going to make enhancements, add gamification. We've already made some changes, and we're going to give it a thorough go through. Basically take it down to the studs and rebuild the program, not the content. The content won't change, and so you mastermind students don't have to be concerned about that. But as far as functionality, that's what I'm talking about, building quality LMSs. That's what we're going to do. And then once they do that, then we're going to build a non-supervised course, a conveyor belt course. Now, this course will be excellent for somebody that doesn't want the supervision. It'll be less expensive for them for sure. And then also, for those of you that want to teach the mastermind program, you can be the supervisors for the mastermind program. And so you can teach it in your church if you feel competent and comfortable and confident enough to be able to do that. And we can talk through it. But one of the reasons we're building this course is for some of you to be able to have students sign up for the mastermind program, and then you be their supervisors, because again, our goal is to reach as many people as possible. And so we'll have the supervised course, and then we'll have the identical course, a conveyor belt course that you can teach in your setting to other people, and that will be built as well. The timeline to start building that course would be around January to rework the mastermind program and to build this conveyor belt course will be January the 15th, and hopefully it will be done by mid-February or by the 1st of March that it will be done. And then once these two courses are built, then we will go in and we will start building our topical courses, and we will start rolling those out in April, and that will be an endless supply of courses. Having someone to come along and help to build these courses, that will facilitate the process much better than me doing it myself, as I have been doing it through these years. And so having someone else to take this work off of me, and where we can entrust it to them and they build the courses. We have the content, so it's just a matter of building the framework, and we will fill it up with content once we get the framework built. And so those are some of the things that are coming down the line, some of the things that the Lord has allowed us to do in the past year. It's really fantastic. I don't have any more significant projects after the education wing is complete. And so that is an encouraging thing for me personally, that some of these things are done. And I just want to thank you, the supporters of our ministry, for making it happen. We're in the best place that we have ever been by a long shot in this ministry, and we have really situated ourselves to be able to impact more lives, to where we can think about things like going to India and translating our content into their language and other places so that we can spread what God is doing here continually around the world. But the foundation is set, the structure is built, the content is there, the house is full, and so we have one more wing to really enhance. That's our educational wing. But we're in a beautiful place, and I want you to be encouraged by that. And again, finally, for those of you who want to jump over to Leaders Over Coffee, please do that, because our focus will continue to be on leadership development. And so we're segmenting the serious-minded people, and I'm not saying that the supporters aren't, but we're really focusing on those that are doing the work of discipleship, and they want to take their training and equipping up to another level. And so our focus is the mastermind program, of course. They get most of our intentionality through supervision. And then the Leaders Over Coffee is this other group of people who don't want to take the mastermind program, don't need to, whatever the case may be, but we want to give them specialized attention as well. And that's why we've created this middle space for those people that want more than supporting, or want more than the free stuff, and of course do not want to take the mastermind program. And so if you want to move into that middle space, please go ahead and do it. But these are some excellent things that God is doing. And by the way, please go over to our store. We don't have our hats over there yet, but they're coming soon. We just have to get them over to the store. We also have our Life Over coffee beans. We also have a couple of size Yetis. This is the sea glass Yeti, and this one here is the 20 ounce. This one's 28. This one's 20. They come in, all of these come in winter white sea glass, and also in black. And then these taller ones, the 28 ounce ones, they also have two types of lids. And so this is the straw lid, and you get two lids with this Yeti, plus the flip top lid that you're used to. And then, of course, the straw lid, you get two straws as well. This is what the straw lid looks like, and this is the flip-top Yeti. So we have sea glass, we have black, and then we have winter white. And so you can get the three colors in these 20 ounces. You can get the three colors in these taller 28 ounces with the dual lids. And so some of this stuff, most of this stuff is already out there in the store. And then, of course, we also have our stickers as well. We have two types of stickers that you can get. This is the blue one, and then this is the white one. This is beautiful on your laptop when you're sitting in the coffee shop and doing Life Over Coffee. And so you can get the stickers, you can get the coffee beans. It's got scripture on the back and a QR code. Our t-shirts are already out there. Our hats will be out there soon. And so please take a look at our store and be encouraged by all these other things that the Lord is doing with our ministry.